Hello everybody, I'm King of Death, and today I'm playing some more Danganronpa Goodbye Despair. No, it's Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, damn it. And today I'm carrying on with the rest of the trial, which I was rudely interrupted from last time. That will be why my last video was short. I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. I can't. Must get my voice. I already saved. Okay. Next.
I'm Mon Ami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room.
I might hate the character Mon Ami, but I like this music.
Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! Oh, I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Sure, I'll do that.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking now. What do we do now? I thought blaming the annoying, violent one would be the end of it.
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Okay.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Yes, that's what how? Oh wait, it could just be a setup.
Hey, when you woke up, Hyoko was there. She would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
I'm just thinking Karma's gonna get her at some point.
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide!
The shower room.
I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? No, it isn't. Well, if you mean to stop playing this game and go to a game that doesn't troll me at every turn, then yes. If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Drive. Logic Dive. One thing called the Logic Drive, but it's good again. During the Logic Dive, you will connect you will control a version of yourself created from an image in your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the course. You can move sideways with the left stick and accelerate with the R1 button. Press the circle button to brake and the L1 button to jump. There will be various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course. So, make sure you're familiar with the controls so you can reach the goal. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into the walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend that you make good use of the brake. That's some meddlesome advice. some advice to you. As you press the options button, you can see the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm never gonna have fun if you keep on throwing these at me. She's right, that this might be very important. This might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Kyoko ran away from the beach house, then did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm going to do it. While this happens, everyone else just stays quiet outside my brain. Like, that's what I'm just thinking. Like, everyone's just like, should we wait for him? And they're just like, yeah, he'll be up to speed then. Oh, cool. This one's fast. I'm already enjoying this. Wait, a Danganronpa minigame that I enjoy? Has Kodaka learned? When did the killer arrive at the beach house? No. Damn it. Damn. I'm gonna go before here. When the killer arrived at the beach house? Right after, damn it. Where? Oh. Okay. The sad part is I forgot the jump button immediately. Okay, what's next? Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? Before Kyoko left? Well, that's... I think it's the questions alone that are just making... I think it's just like... I think I'm just not thinking today. It saddens me. I'm really enjoying this. This minigame is kind of interesting. Where was the killer hiding while Hyoko was unconscious? The beach. I hope. No. Just thinking, like, the beach would have made as much sense. Wow. That. I hate myself.
It's all coming together.
I got 4 of those rounds.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
I guess I've improved. I guess the point is they just don't say anything because they'll stop thinking.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
And do I have to punch you in the face?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hyoko.
Oh, what are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
I think she'll bop you on the head and shut you up. I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. The place where the killer was hiding, the place where Hyoko hasn't looked is... I don't know. Outside? They're just being outside.
Crap!
Everyone's staring. Looks like I failed. Damn. I don't know.
Here!
How? Hyoko was in there.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
Closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could 2 people even hide in such a small place? And without Hyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
The killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance. I can only think of one place that's right, the place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was one of these. It makes sense now.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place.
Very interesting.
Because we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Huh?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
I asked.
There's no way
In my
the killer
mind.
would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya!
No.
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right?
Wait a minute, then me and Kazuichi found the body. Shouldn't have gone up.
Is the killer also included? Among those 3 or more people?
I'm liking Nagita's logic here.
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez! You're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Thank you, Monokuma. Was that so hard?
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right? And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, Let's start the argument, shall we?
Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debate where there's more. From this point forward, you will now be able to use the true flashback. If you hold down the button, shape, direct, over change, blah blah. It's just copy whatever statement you like, whatever yellow statement you like. One actor looks crazy in the background, like the amazing character he is. This memorized phrase can only be fired once with a single truth bullet. So think carefully. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from the truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or mistake in your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. I thought this stuff would be, I thought we would be using this in like trial 1 or something. So like, just get all the tutorials over and done with in trial 1. When's the best time to the flashback? Well, you'll just have to trust your keen wits, won't you? By the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback. Please remember that it is only effective when disputing points. Okay, at least they told me that noob stuff. Well then, good luck and have fun. I will never have fun if you keep on doing these tutorials. Make your argument. Shower room. Okay.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit? They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the...
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the so washing it off...
They didn't have to...
What about the wetsuit? Maybe they wore one when they...
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit? They cut it up and...
As someone who flushed, it would definitely clog...
Maybe it's the other... Perhaps someone other...
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the...
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, so washing it off...
They didn't have to...
What about the... Maybe they wore one when they moved...
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wet? They cut it up and...
As someone who flushed, it would definitely clog...
Maybe it's the other... Perhaps someone other...
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the...
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the shower, so washing it off would have been impossible. No, that's wrong!
Search go. Search go. You will never get away from the search go, which always wins every debate.
They just needed to wash off the blood. They didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
The water bottle.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Other than a shower that could be used, inside the refrigerator. The drink.
Drinks inside the refrigerator.
The stuff people got
Couldn't the
wasted
killer
on.
have used those to wash off the blood?
I know, the pure alcohol was just God.
I've seen through it.
Why is Pepper refuted this?
In theory, then, that's impossible.
But why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand
There's loads of water bottles in the bin next to it, though.
that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Am I really gonna have to do it? I forget which stick I'm supposed to be using. Okay, trash can.
It's true there were in the beach house refrigerator. However, try thick one bottle drink. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down! We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Where'd you go?
There were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
Because the certain guy who said so. So certain guy.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it...
I've noticed one thing. Hathaway always has to confirm stuff for Chiaki.
When I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Huh? You should have said so sooner. Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of a shower.
I'm thinking now, like, why does no one ever just, like, intervene in someone flipping, like, going against my statement? Like, if someone knows something, then they should say something.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
I know, right? Hold it a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, the person would be...
It seems you've realized who the killer is.
Please don't make it them.
See? Just as I thought.
I like that character.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
He's figured it out. Like I figured it out.
Let me
I don't
ask,
like it.
who might that be?
If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash the blood off, wash off the blood that splattered onto them, the killer, Maru's killer, must be that person.
You're the only one!
I really like the character.
Is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body.
I've noticed my voices have just gone down to just terrible now.
But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent! Say something!
I did nothing of the sort.
Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming!
Fujiko, we know that you have built-up rage, but this is a weird time to bring out.
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
That's great. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer! We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
I hate when arguments get brought up for no good reason other than one person doesn't want another person to die.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
I know, I need to... Actually, I'm actually wondering that now. Damn it, through here, because God's back flipping out to make big... How the flip did that killer get out?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
I think he's trying to stand up for Peko.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
You might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I think I know exactly what you mean.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The killer escape route, I might know what it is. In fact, the only possible thing I could think of... Small window in the shower room. Small window in the shower
The
room.
roadside and beachside doors aren't an option. The only other thing I can think of is... Well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
Unless she's stood on her sword.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
No, I think it was her sword.
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
Littering is not allowed. Let us coexist with the island's beautiful nature and mutual prosperity.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
I've only thought of a way how they could.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body. Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Okay, I won't say that then.
No! Please don't be violent!
Even if the killer used an object to escape out the window, they would have been able to get rid of it. They wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, focus of think the object that the killer used to escape out the window. Like Hangman's Gambit. The new and improved annoying one that I hate so much. I think. Good game with those. Damn. What did the killer use to escape the window in the shower room? That's the wrong button. think I got this. Press the wrong button. I hate this so much. Press W. Bamboo sword.
I got it!
I'm not sure what the first word was, but I knew swords were gonna be in there somewhere. I hate the amount of letters that just go flying past.
Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right?
I didn't even know it was a bamboo sword. I thought it was a flipping like wooden sword.
If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
Yeah, keep flashing about to the part that the
Despite
internet
the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword as a step stool?
I know, I'm thinking, how did she not slip on the sword? She was very wet.
You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily.
Really?
Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Yep, sure, Genji came along and just climbed out a window.
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Now then, the time has come once again for the panic talk action. For the PTA meeting. Let's talk a little bit after fever time and a bit about negative time and fever time. Not this thing. From this point on, you will be able to use fever time by pressing the R1 button during PTA. And fever time is when fever time is activated, the tempo will be pushed to its max. But that's not all. You won't miss during fever time either. By pressing the X button when applied, you can destroy your opponent's rebel assault, but only until your focus gauge runs out. So make the best possible use of your time. I hate this. Of course, you're not the only one who can get the upper hand. There's something called nega time that your opponent can use too. If your opponent activates nega time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit difficult to press the button in rhythm. The first game made it easier as long as you knew like the gap in between each of them, you know. In this one, you have to hold down the X button, and there's just like I can't remember where the gap, how long the gap is. So in that case, please time this not with your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty settings. I'm not going to tell them that they'll have to redo the class trial for the that chapter if they'll do that. Well then, good luck in that friend.
Hold on a sec, you bastard!
Fujika, shut the flip up.
You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword?
She could just pick Fuyuhiko, you could pick stuff up, right?
It would have been left in the shower room, and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko? Why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me!
Okay, here's my answer. You shut the fuck up and stop being a whiny piece of shit.
If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Unless she used her hand and grabbed it. Like a person. Rika, why? Why are you standing up for someone you barely sure to give a shit about? Okay.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard?
I can't handle the stupid nigga time that they putting on this. I hate it so much. Screw you, Monokuma. Screw you.
Never...
Blah 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 blah. Fuyuhiko's gone mad for no good reason.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would... This is the end!
Bamboo sword was bad. Yeah, I got it wrong the first time. I pressed the wrong one first.
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword bag to it.
That would have made so much sense.
And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
And get more stuff to look at.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan.
You were tied up, Nagito. How the hell could you have even... How the hell could anyone have let you work with them?
No! You just back off!
Is it true? You really killed Mahiru?
I'm afraid this trial can't go on longer.
Hold on! You're just making assumptions! You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof!
Great.
Got it, you bastard?
Yes, I've got it, you idiot.
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
She's admitting it. She admitted it right now, right? She admitted she killed Mahiru, right? Is this right? And Fuhiko was the one arguing with us. Peko just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Yeah, let's cast a vote.
Please, hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Oh yeah, I still gotta write my manga panel that every game that's
Can it wait until after the voting?
Yeah, can we vote?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
Really?
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right?
Oh, unless she was the one you killed. Unless she was the one who killed the first murder.
Why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question...
If you go flipping saying that you were some flipping serial killer, I will cast my vote immediately.
I must say, it was for the sake of justice.
Ah, no, you really are.
Justice?
Shit, we're doing this plot again.
In order to protect the justice of this world. I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
There we go, so you gotta say it's fucking justice, right?
What are you saying?
Sonya gets what she's saying.
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Peko!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that!
I get ready to slice the door in half.
It's fine, just stop it!
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
Fuhiko's just like, don't give away your secret identity.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
Okay, Fuhiko's lost control.
Could she be? As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete!
When the hell did she put that? Did anyone see her put the mask on?
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky.
Ah, no, she did.
That would be me. Sparkling justice! Now then, let's execute justice!
What? What the fuck?
That's what I was thinking.
Peko, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Can we just vote already?
Peko finally snapped!
Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice.
I'm sorry, we really gotta do this plot again.
Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals.
You heard just grabbed her from the crime scene.
She is supposed to be... but... huh?
An ally of Justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask. This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp.
Okay, like just Pekka's eyes and like that you can see through the fucking mask. Just makes it not look natural.
Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
Can we just vote already? Like, literally, we already know the killer is. Can we just vote? Can I make my manga panel and then end this? What the heck is this? Pekka is the killer. Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
Me. My brain the second it hears the same plot being used twice.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping.
Everyone who wants me to play this game.
Take a look! It's a killer! This again? Huh? Sleepwalking?
Little.
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
In the name of blah blah blah, justice is stupid.
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice.
Yeah.
I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately.
Okay, great.
No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
This was being known to humanity.
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
Or Fujihiko told us.
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then, the reason you killed Mahiru was...
She was an accomplice to murder. Then why haven't you killed Fujihiko?
To protect justice, of course.
Why didn't you kill Fujihiko though?
In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword.
Is this question not going to be asked? Like, why didn't you kill Fujihiko then? Since he murdered someone.
And executed justice. Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Pekka, is this your true identity?
Are we really doing this plot again?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Again, the eyes and the mask just don't go together. It just seems like they've photoshopped the mask onto all of her sprites. I think that's the only sprite I haven't seen without a mask on. So I'm sure they just made that one with the mask on, only with the mask on, and then they just didn't care anymore.
I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
Yeah, can we just vote, man? End it. He's right, we need to end this already. The killer, in the end. It's no mistake that it was Pekka all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Thank you. And guys, I don't have to do more bullshit, man. Sakura. Let's see if I can make a Nope. Why do I get one of those for just picking something? Okay, so it seems like I made a promise. Killer hide. Buffet. Okay, now what's next? What's this one? That Mahu's dead, so very sad, I don't care about this. Mahu likes creatures.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Okay.
The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character.
Yeah, and the only person who actually, well, was friendly to them.
Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions.
That makes sense.
That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately.
I'm thinking out that why did neither of them think inquiry? This seems a bit suspicious. Yeah, they're just like...
Hyoko totally trusted that letter. Showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said. And was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later.
Oh, that sounds very... That's actually a very good plan. I could use that.
At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she had been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon. The metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off.
That's just funny. You go to commit murder and then you realize that I can't wash evidence.
But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator.
Why couldn't they have just thrown out beer? I'm thinking, where does the rubbish on this island go?
We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case.
And if the plan succeeded.
And placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko.
I wouldn't have cared if I had failed the case. I would have loved it if everyone actually voted for them.
Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route. The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily. The bamboo sword they always carry with them.
So they used the bamboo sword thing.
The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened.
And given the entire internet stuff to look out for weeks.
But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
I see. And what of it? She's like, totally cool with it. I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
Kumaki, start the execution.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Okay, Kumaki, you start the execution. We're ready to vote, so can you start the flipping execution?
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Can't wait to see Fuhiko's reaction to all this.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me.
At that moment, Mariko was just like, we'll see about that.
Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
Hope can never be killed. Justice can be killed.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important.
Am I the only one who thought that Gundam sounded like he was just... It sounded like he was trying to be like one of those just over-the-top anime characters.
Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world?
The hope-filled nagging tail and everyone else.
Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice.
Or, we could do something different. We vote for you, we all survive, and then we try and find a better way off the island.
Hurry, and carry on justice!
Nah.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Pecco go, we're all gonna get killed!
Yeah, so let's vote for Pecco.
For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
Yeah, but they are innocent sacrifices against justice.
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that...
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
Right, the second he vote, he's just like, oh great, I get to kill someone.
He finally woke up.
I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
You were asleep for 90% of the case, Monokuma. I always loved the vote animation. Speaking of, shall I do a video of just all the executions in each game?
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time?
No.
Pardon me, can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
But you made us... You stopped the vote.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
Can we just skip whatever Sonya wants to do and just go straight to the execution? I've been looking forward to it.
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Pecco is the killer.
Yeah, we already proved that. I already wrote the manga.
That is true. However...
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Pecco is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
She's a serial killer enthusiast.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Pecco, right?
Distinct difference?
Yes, what is the difference? I can't remember.
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling justice!
What the heck was that? That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. Unknown serial killer has a Unknown serial killer has a catchphrase. Has a catchphrase, really? I read it all. I read it in a magazine in the library. There's only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Injustice. The article was written in their native language, so I couldn't translate it. See, so that's what it was. I think I've got the difference between the serial killer and Pecco. That's right. They went in the same place.
That's right. According to what Sonia said...
Yes,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
If she had to translate it, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish.
Spanish. I don't know, man, if I do Spanish.
So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well.
No, it's sad that Spanish is one of the languages that I know some, like, 1% of.
Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
Yep.
What?
God, what? Why are these things just... All this time, I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about the serial killers, Gailside, Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. That wasn't the case. If so...
Pecco, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
I do not understand why I have to die now, but I guess I have to.
Uh-huh. Looks like she's back to normal?
This is stupid.
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
You did go to everyone's cottages, including mine. By the way, what did you? I need to know. I never checked. I never take my shoes off in this game ever. There's never any saying that I ever actually do anything that's hygiene related in these games.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Pecco and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Yes, please tell me.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
Hiyoko went dead in here because three people had to discover a body before the announcement. Proof that there was one more person at the scene of the crime. Discovery announcement.
I see!
Body discovery announcement.
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
So I'm just thinking, here you go. Like, he was standing up for Pecco for a bit more than he should have.
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
So, about this time, is the three people including the killer or not? Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done. Go away, you flipping idiot.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Pecco, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us one person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
That's someone I think it's really go.
You're the only one!
He's the ultimate Yakuza, by the way.
Fuyuhiko?
Well, in particular, if he's the ultimate Yakuza, he would have the power to have a bodyguard of some sort who would do anything. You can just thinking, like, if he's that powerful, like, the deadliest, like, crime family in the world.
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true.
And that's one thing. There's always it's always the guy who is part of like a group, like a massive group of people, who's like the biggest group of people in the world of that country or something, that ends up covering the flipping Hope's Peak.
Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
Yes. No, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. Although, the overwhelming proof is of that. There was overwhelming proof of that too. There's overwhelming proof. Stand prize.
I can prove it with this!
Stand prize.
I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but... there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize.
The Fuyuhiko definitely has
Photos
the ending
awarded
prize.
for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first will receive the ending prize.
Hey, what's that envelope that... What's inside? Shut up. What makes you think you have any right to question me? I'm the ultimate...
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
Of course it was me, looking idiot.
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares?
It's his family who died.
Because Peko is the killer, right? But he already voted.
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool.
Can we just get to the execution? Get better for this dialogue.
I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Yep, this is definitely not... sexist.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
Yep, it's not sexist. Oh, yep, not sexist. A male is in charge of a female. Now I'm just thinking too much into it.
I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Pecco's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
No, actually, it's the person who kills who gets executed. The person who kills who becomes the blacker. It's not the person who told them to kill.
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Pecco be a tool in the first place? Pecco is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
That's right. Let's try again. 100% out, man. Okay, sit up. Shit. I mean... sure.
I'm in a bind. And what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Is there more to the theater? Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Master Koizumi. Hold on a sec. Okay, I'll wait. Sorry. So sorry. I'm just hesitating.
Hey!
There's no need to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, Pecco's the killer. Why?
Hey!
Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool. You're a freaking human being.
Well...
If I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
You just don't know.
Because you just don't know. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself. Only exist to be tools?
Hey,
What does she mean for Yahiko? Pecco and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends then?
No.
No, it's completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Koizumi clan took me in.
I'm nothing but a tool.
They gave me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
What?
Property, you say? It means she's a human. She's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword. That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost.
I like the pictures in the background.
Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
That is...
But that is... You are wrong. You are not a tool, Pecco. Because if you are a tool, then what was all that time we spent together?
Nothing.
So true. I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all. Wait, so me spending one free time listening to your made up shit would... Man. Again, our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
You fiend!
That is why you were hiding your relationship, you mean?
No.
It's not as if it's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. Our young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I am nothing but a tool.
No matter what I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. Then the one who tried to kill Mahu wasn't you, it was Fuhiko?
Damn it!
It is what it is. When I thought I beat the game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it!
Damn it! I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photographs?
Don't fuck with me!
And she's covered in blood. That's what does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister is dead?
You
tried to confirm it with Mahu, and that's why you wanted to talk to her.
So?
Now, I sent her the photos because I wanted to make sure she'd respond, but she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too.
But
I'm pretty sure Mahu was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why even if we were told that we're connected to it, that there's no way we could accept it. You know when Mahu spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. That's why I actually have plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my!
Wait, huh? You're not gonna go, Mahu? If you want to talk about it, it'd be totally fine. It's pretty important. So it'd be troubling to involve the others.
huh?
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own. So I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
are you serious?
That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. no, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. As always, tomorrow.
Oh.
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too. But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Ryuhiko? If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahu into a trap, right?
Hey.
By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hyoko.
What the?
Seriously, what the heck, you asshole? An eye for an eye, that's the world I live in. My sister was murdered. if the reason that happened was because of some person here, I have no choice but to kill the person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so
my young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game that was used to kill Girl E, and I have no creative thoughts on anything. For revenge, killing the person who left the same way that my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
That is...
So that is why you killed Mahu with the bat. But still, I believed her till the very last minute that the game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that...
Hey!
Hey, if that game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you?
Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
But...
The fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but...
Why?
You shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game?
What are you saying?
You had no right to do... okay. Nobody has the right to judge us for that crimes. Okay, speak to every serial killer in humanity. Revenge is just wrong. Okay, so she refused to answer your question, so you killed her. That makes sense. Want me to be honest? The whole time I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mahu, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at the moment, young master called for me and made me kill Mahu.
Huh?
Young master, I am finished.
What?
Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to? A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. I don't get this at all.
Of course!
Well, of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just be quiet and shut the flip up, Monokuma?
Yes, indeed!
Okie dokie, I'll be quiet. Afterwards, as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of the serial killer story.
It cannot be!
You insisted that you were sparking justice in order to make us hasten our votes. So we fell for it. We fell for her trick all along. Why am I so terrible at this shit? That's right, you guys have made the wrong decision. You voted me a mere tool as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer. Tool or not, you still killed someone.
That's obviously wrong.
Hold on, don't act like our loss has been decided yet.
No.
No, it should be decided already, isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is troubling!
I'll admit, all this talk about Pekka being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuhigo is actually the true killer. Hold on, I'm telling you to hold on.
I see,
so for Pekka, Fuhigo himself is your true hope then. On his behalf, you killed Maru, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him.
Great!
You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope.
Wrong.
Wrong. I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if you ask her, she's probably just plain dumb anyway.
Now then.
So I'm just gonna ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuko, what do you think?
Huh?
About what?
Hey.
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us? Is that your hope?
Hold on.
Hold on, what's the use of asking something like that?
What?
Huh? You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuko on your own, of your own free will?
Hey.
Fuyuko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth?
Huh?
Fuyuko?
Yeah.
I can't help it. I can't. Don't voice it. Like, if it's one word, I can't do the voice. I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Pekka, if you listen to Pekka, we're all gonna die.
Young Master.
Young Master, would you just have to tell the truth? I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. Fuyuko? You mentioned this before, but in this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots blocking and tattoo are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that? Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you would have been hesitant like you are now, right?
Young Master!
There's no need to be hesitant, young Master. Please, just tell them the truth. Young Master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am your tool. I'm a tool. Fuyuko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, if you'll still lose Pekka, but
Hey.
if you insist you're the killer, just as she says, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Pekka and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say. Here on tonight's greatest game show hosted by Nagata Kaneda. Hope.
Damn it!
I couldn't.
Young Master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Pekka. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young Master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me!
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, the tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You'd better run away. Got it? Just forget about me! Forget about the Kuzuryu clan! You better escape!
So how about it, Fuuka? Please tell me the truth.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Peko. I guess I couldn't go through with this after all.
Master!
I'm a disgrace.
Because if that's actually what I have to do to survive, I'd just be ashamed of myself. It'd mean I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself.
Echo.
And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you I'm not? I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan.
Young master!
Oh my. So this is how it turns out.
Too bad.
And then I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome action.
Why you?
There's no way a human that meddlesome would ever be considered a tool.
Hey.
Kuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peko and Fuuka discussed.
Jeez.
Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Man, even if it wasn't act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad, you're definitely the killer. Peko, the tool with a heart is the killer.
Sorry.
Peko, I'm sorry, I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Huh?
Young master!
Young master, you have a kind heart, despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believe you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
What?
Then why?
Even so,
I
wanted you to escape.
I hate when the voice takes over because then I'm in the flipping voice. Oh, whatever. I wanted to protect you.
Echo.
I am terribly sorry.
I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master.
Goodbye.
And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all too. It may be a selfish request, but please, forgive my young master.
And please, do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Of course. Well, it's not that last part though. Peko, I told you, I can't do one word sentences in voices. That will do, Monokuma. Why don't you start it already?
I will never feel despair.
Just so you know, I will never feel despair as long as I am a tool. I am fully prepared to die.
So cool!
So cool, but will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin.
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
Please, permit me to make one final selfish request.
Oh.
Didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
I want you to remember.
Little Peko Pekuyama, who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remember that. That's it. How many times do you have to keep? I don't need any tools. You did say that. Then let's begin the punishment time brimming with despair. Jeez, why don't you get it?
Thrills, chills, kills!
This time for the ultimate when Peko Pekuyama.
Why?
You standing by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment
for you. I never needed a sword or a shield.
I never needed a tool. So... you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
It's a love confession.
Young Master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids!
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Please, Peko. Don't go! I need you! Don't leave me!
Young Master?
Sounds so sad for Fuyuhiko. Where's this empathy come from?
Young Master!
Oh no. Oh no. I knew this was gonna happen. Hide empathy. Hide all empathy I have. Well, Monica was banging up fake job, but Peko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Okay, what's this? Okay. I load of robots, okay. Okay, what's that? Oh, you're making a fight. Okay. Making a fight to the death, oh, I'm liking it. This is a very interesting person. Oh man, Fuyuhiko's eyes got chopped in half. Cool, Fuyuhiko's probably dead as well. I didn't like him that much. Well, actually, he's the first one to actually interfere with a punishment. Oh, but there's Peko dead. Peko's dead. There's something that execution almost brought a tear to my eye. Almost. My reaction in my brain.
That is impossible!
This cannot be. Even Fuyuhiko. This is bad. This shouldn't be allowed. People dying so easy. Falling like dominoes. You. What is this? This can't be. This is a lie, right? Peko? Fuyuhiko!
Such a waste.
For heaven's sake, this is just the worst. Jeez, what a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. this is why she should have just discussed it with me. It was supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but it was crushed into something untalented. You're still talking about that? The hell's with you? Aren't you pissed that two of your friends got killed? No, I didn't consider either of them friends. I'm just a little bit sad that I wasted one free time on a murderer. That's basically it. I am pissed, and I even feel sad and hopeless. But still,
isn't that right?
I'm going to be alright. This despair is worthless. even this despair is just a ladder to a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be reminds me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hope of all the ultimates here will definitely completely, utterly destroy you. There won't ever be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid It's not stupid, Hajime. Don't you understand? Even Fuhiko died, you know. No, he's probably not dead. Not yet. He's still alive.
What?
Everyone, Fuhiko is still alive.
You serious?
Fuhiko! Frantically, we rushed over to Fuhiko's side so quickly that I had to speak at this human speed so quickly. But sadly, he was dying at the spot. He was bleeding out so much that his eye was gone.
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him! Hey!
Yeah, he wasn't actually guilty of anything, so if he dies from your execution, then you're actually committing a murder.
I'm trying!
He didn't go against any of the school rules either, equaling that there's no reason to kill him.
His blood! He won't stop bleeding out! His pulse is getting weaker!
Nikon, you are the ultimate nurse. How the flip are you not knowing what to do?
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Well, serves him right.
You're so stupid!
Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like this.
You stupid brother!
Why are you so laid back about? You need to hurry up and save him.
I
A
don't
surprise
believe
order?
it.
A surprise order?
What the heck?
Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong!
It's your duty to save him. Duty?
Hey!
Because it's written in the school rules. It's the blackened doing the class call alone. If only the blackened gets executed, then Fuhiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now. But since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless and useless and a waste of time. Why am I in this game again? But you should be able to do it. Jeez, I guess I have no flipping choice.
Fine.
Well, there's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's me.
So...
Fine then, I'll save him, but I'll make a few modifications while I'm at it. Really?
Like...
I was actually going to do that all along, so I've already prepared for this. Prepared? Wait. Wait a minute. You watched The Lion King before this, so you knew what song to sing. And that's when it happened. A siren began ringing from out of nowhere. And gradually grew closer and closer.
An ambulance?
I love this so much. Monokuma has everything prepared. Why does everything always have to have Hope's Peak school emblem on it? Yeah, I know Hope's Peak because we're like the driving force of like everyone's here and blah 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 stuff. I don't care. It's just like, it's always Hope's Peak.
Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patients.
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat. So, I'll see you later.
See you then, Monokuma. You will never become you will always be my second favourite character. You and the Mastermind will always share the second best character slot. Well, I think... And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma Furuka vanished out of sight. Is it really okay? Going to be okay to leave this to Monokuma?
Damn it.
It can't be helped. It's not like there was any other way.
Perhaps.
He's gonna be fine. He's probably gonna get better and come back to us again. You're right. He's definitely gonna come back and talk a lot of smack and as if nothing happened. Then all we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused Maku's death, you know.
However,
we must put that aside since Peko has already been punished, or else we will not be able to advance forward, and then we'll be bored again.
Tears.
There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There is no other way than to move forward like an arrow or light piercing through the darkness.
Damn it!
I guess things aren't so as exciting if a shit stirrer like him ain't around. I didn't realise it, but I was wishing for that too. In the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. And so the class trial ended, but we still can't see the real ending that we really wanted. Then when that finally arrived, that will have happened to us by then. No matter where I look, no matter what possibility I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat floating reliably in a vast dark sea. We were just left there alone. Only one word could explain our situation. Despair. We can find a more suitable word than that. Oh cool, what's this been doing again? 15 days. I'm thinking now. Better count down until Monokuma decides to give us our memories back.
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too?
Yeah, of course.
4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore. Whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0...
I think Monokuma might give us all our memories back and then we'll have some reason to despise someone or something. Just thinking like, how can our memories be... Unless there's something about ourselves that we just don't know. Thinking of. So why are they talking, like breaking the fourth wall? Or are they talking to the mastermind?
That guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well.
Okay, so I'm trying to think Miami's on some like good guy team, or maybe pretending to be on a good guy team while talking to the mastermind.
What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair. And the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
I thought we were done with that. The mastermind's dead. There's no way that Juko could be the mastermind again. Like, literally, there's no way they could bring Juko, who was squished into a puddle of goo, back to life. There's no way that could happen. Not even a future science could do that. And if there was a way to stop people from dying or bring them back to life with all their memories and everything intact and like still being the same person, I'm just thinking like that would be amazing. And why don't they use it on every victim in this game? Just thinking like there's no way Junko could be alive again. I know this is probably set after this is Danganronpa 2, so it's probably set after Danganronpa 1. Maybe set before. Oh yeah, it could be set before. And there's an organisation that's trying to help us, trying to stop us from getting, like, trying to protect us from it, because we were ultimate. I'm thinking, I've got a load of theories now.
That cannot be allowed! We must prevent that by any means necessary! Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Again, I still don't like Manami. Hope is Nagito's word. Chapter 2, Sea and Punishment, Sin and Coconut's End. I don't like that chapter name, but I can't really do anything. Just one thing, we got an equal amount of dudes and an equal amount of girls left now. We continue, turn present, great. Death Line and video games. Death, Lies and video games. You have them turn the present Black Dragon Blade. Great, which I will never use. Would you like to save your current game? Yes. No one's here, right? Man, I can totally see it now. Those idiots, I can't wait to see the surprised look on their dumb faces. But they'll probably be happy about it. They'll probably be very, very happy. Alrighty. I'm wondering, what's Kyoko doing? I felt like almost none of the my gamers.
Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make.
And that's one thing, I haven't found a single, like, fourth Monokuma.
Good morning, everyone! Looks like today is gonna be another perfect tropical day! Now then, let's show some enthusiasm and make sure to give it our all today!
I missed that second one as well. Damn it. Morning, Car. In the end, I was so worried about Fuyuhiko that I couldn't sleep. Involving him in Pekka's execution like that, suffering all those wounds. Is he really going to live? Oh, we got Dr. Killjoy Monokuma and the flipping whatever. Was it really okay to leave him with Monokuma's care? With Monokuma, man, I'm that big with Squid. Who has consumed my heart? Worry has consumed my heart. My body feels terribly burdened, but that worry ends here. There's no way I can just lay here and do nothing. Loosening my stiff body, I slowly sat up in bed. I guess I should head over to the restaurant. That's right, just do it. I should meet up with everyone at the restaurant first, and then we'll question my camera afterwards. I'm definitely going to find out if food here is safe or not. Oh, wait a minute. It's chapter 3. Oh, wait a minute, we didn't get... Hey, did we get a chapter 3 title? I wasn't really paying attention. I gotta check my mind with that. I didn't actually see what chapter 3 was called. Oh, hello, Sonia. Yeah, I can just walk through people. I'm very suspicious of this pool. I'm very sure there's gotta be a molecule hidden in there at some point. Nagato's not gonna be tied up this chapter, because if he is tied up this chapter, then I'm just gonna be bored again. I'm running out of fucking free time events to spend. I'll probably just go to sleep if I try to hang out with Nagato for like 9 minutes a day. I'm very sure I've got to be my camera in here at some point. What? Hajime, you're already here? Yeah, okay, you're the only one here. What are you acting? What are you acting so anxious about? I'm not acting anxious. I'm just I just happen to be awake by coincidence. So I just came here early. I see. This girl, there's something strange. Is she trying to pull some kind of dirty trick again? What's that? What the hell is that satanic thing? It's got a flipping skull, like it's got skulls. There's no way that's like... Why is that? That's supposed to be some memorial or something to everyone. Except for the killers. What the heck is this? It looks like the devil itself flipping made it. A panel has been propped up. It is giving it off a dreadful and unsettling vibe. There's a bunch of photos pasted all over it. Didn't Mario take these photos? But what just terrifying ambience.
Yay!
Wow, what's this? What an adorable decoration. I don't know who did it, but they must have spent so much time and effort doing their best to make it. Did you make it? Maru's gonna be happy too. I don't know who did this, but we should be grateful to them, right? I don't know who did this, but we should be grateful to them, right? Hey Hoko, did you? Good morning. It's so rare to run into you two here. Why are you looking nice? Why are these horrifying photos? I expected that reaction. Yeah, what happened? You! What's up? Is it a brawl? Huh? What's all this ruckus in the morning? This is bad. Please take a look at those photos. Huh? Those photos? Whoa! Wow, what the heck?
Hey!
What kind of ominous crap is this? Is this like something you use for sorcery? This is clearly an insult against Maru.
Damn it!
I don't know who the hell did this crap, but they got a line of... it's too much that you to treat Maru's photos like this. Everyone, I understand how you guys feel, but it's probably...
Good day.
Good morning, everyone.
Good nom nom numbing!
Good morning. What with those nasty photos? They're giving off a crazy huge ominous aura.
Something like this.
There is no excuse. This is too terrible. How could someone be capable of such a heartless trick? Seriously, it's just...
Hey!
I know, right? Seriously, it's just the worst. Jeez, I wonder who the hell did it. You're right, there's no way Maru will be happy with this. She won't just be unhappy. I'm sure she'll be angry. She'll cry tears of blood. Right, who the hell did this?
No!
No, we'll have to search for the criminal later. In the meantime, fire! Start the fire! We'll have a grand bonfire so Maru can reach the Nevada. Seriously, this is...
Hold it.
You can't. Someone took their time to make this memorial so we can mourn for Maru. You can't burn it. Maru?
What the heck?
You sure it's not the other way around? I'm pretty sure whoever made this is totally disrespecting Maru.
You think so?
Really? I think it's just a little clumsy.
See?
Why don't you take a closer look at the intent instead of focusing on appearances?
Perhaps.
Despite their clumsiness, I'm sure whoever made this probably did their very best. If you look at it carefully, don't you feel like you can sense their feelings? Maru's not alone, she'll be with us now and forever. This was probably made with those feelings.
Right?
So I definitely think, yeah, it's a nice decoration.
I see.
After hearing you say that, I'm starting to feel the same thing. You sure are simple-minded. I don't really want to burn it.
It cannot be.
Was the person who made this Maru was really kind. She politely taught me how to tie my kimono. She was really good at taking care of others. Maru is probably lonely by herself. So I wanted to tell her that she's not alone, so even if she's in... No, she's not there, she's probably in the flipping underworld for being an accomplice. Yoko, you... I did want to make it look better, but unless I'm dancing, I'm so clumsy at whatever I do. I'm finding so much joy in this.
I am sorry.
I am terribly sorry. I spoke out of turn without considering your feelings at all. Sorry, Yoko.
I'm sorry.
Well...
How should I put this? It looks like we misunderstood. Now that I take a close look, it looks like you put a lot of thought into the decoration.
For now.
Even though it looks like Satan made it. So let's keep this thing around until we get off this island.
No.
And then we'll burn it. No, it should come with us when we get off this island too. It would be a waste to leave behind such wonderful photos. So, we're not gonna burn it?
Impossible!
Of course not. We would never burn it.
You.
Weren't you the one who started shouting out?
I got it!
Fine then, I'll forget you all exist except Maru. Mikan, of course. And I'll forgive you all except Mikan, because Mikan, well, I just don't like her.
Why?
Why? Why are you so strict with me?
I see.
Man, it's so unexpected.
Meow.
I really can't imagine and Hyoko being so diligent and earnest about something. Who cares about that? Hyoko has a very kind heart, after all. Even though she acts like satanic demons.
That's not it.
Kind of, come on, it's not like that.
Jeez.
Jeez, stop it already. You don't have to be embarrassed about anything.
Stop it.
Seriously, stop it. Don't tease me. Hyoko is so adorable when she's embarrassed.
Shut up.
Shut the flip up, pig bath troll.
Why only me?
Why only me? This is great. And anyway, I hope this is finally settled now. It's very like you guys to settle things like this. Huh? Really? It feels like we made such a huge fuss about it and finally settled things. That's just like you guys.
Well?
Little by little, we're trying to understand and find the good in each other. That's the reason why we can move forward without feeling despair towards our situation.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys are all splendid. Splendid, huh? I never thought that. Are you talking about Nagito as well? Oh hell no, I'm not talking about Nagito at all. This is why he's my favourite character.
This body
in this
is
game.
uncooperative.
I have arrived. Apologies for the wait. What? Why is this object? It releases such a foul aura.
Impossible!
And malice clings to Maru even after her death. Will be sucked in if we look directly at it.
You're the worst.
Wow, this is a very hopeless object. It doesn't belong in a hopeful place like this at all. It's absolutely brimming with malice. Let's just hurry up and destroy it. I can't stand to look at it for even one more second.
I'll destroy you!
Stand aside, I shall shatter the barbaric, blasphemous, false idol to pieces. Thank you. Gundam and Nagito are my favourite characters now in this game. And like my second favourite characters. Now that those two are here, do you still think we're splendid? Looks like it's going to take a little more time. I completely agree. The scene unfolded in front of me was so embarrassing. All I could do was sigh. But at least it was a peaceful scene. However, we don't realise just how short-lived this peace would be. Even though we were finally bonding, the situation was brewing like a huge fracture running between us all. And that would be the trigger for a truly horrible and atrocious incident. Not just for me, but for every single one of us. We just hadn't realised it yet. The Wizard of the Monument. Chapter 3. Trapped by the Ocean's Scent. Oh good, so I didn't get told what chapter 2 was yet. Phew, I'm stuffed. I can't eat another damn bite. You ate half the food in the fridge. No, you... And by the way, the fridge is like 20 feet tall.
Hey!
And you sure do eat a lot. Don't you ever worry about like choking?
Yo!
I never get worried. And choking's against my mental will. Wow. You don't wait. What about food? What? You don't wait. What about Fujiko? Is he really alright? I was so concerned I could not sleep at all last night. I'm starting to think that I might have sleeping problems at this point from more than murder and death.
Huh?
Plus, if his fate is in Markham's paws, I'm even more concerned. If I only could have tended to his wound somehow, I wish I wasn't so useless. Well, I don't think you guys should worry about it. Do you just forget everything that happens when you eat?
Alright!
Now that I've got a belly full of food, I am all set.
I'll show you my
Leave the
serious
rest of me,
side.
I'll question my command. Avenge Fujihiko.
That's obviously wrong.
Avenge, he's not even dead.
Sheesh!
What vengeance? You just want to test your skill. Well, yeah. She flat out admitted it.
Hello.
Okay, everyone. So I have your attention. Can I have your attention, please?
Meaningless.
Oh, it's you, Monami. What do you want?
Jeez!
Man, the fun mood is over. Fun mood's over now, thanks to you. Did I just ruin the mood? Jeez, what? Jeez, don't treat me so harshly. I did my very best today too. Hey, who the hell are you? You're talking about something important. So go ahead. Okay, I'm sorry.
Stop it!
Wait, no, I definitely won't be treated like an outsider. Jeez, what? Just what do you want? What do you mean by I did my very best? You finally asked me.
Hey!
Well, once again, I've defeated another minor beast. How do you like me now? I worked hard, didn't I?
Hey,
If you defeat a minor beast, that means...
Ding, ding, ding!
That's right, you are now able to visit yet another island. So let's all live happily ever after with each other this time, okay? Let's do a Looney Tunes outro. No more getting tripped by my Kuma, no more thinking about leaving this island.
Love, love!
Let's all live together peacefully as friends. A new island, huh? Maybe now we'll finally find it. A way to get out of this island and go home. Get off this island and go home. No, that's the only thing that's the only thing we have. That's our one and only hope. Are you guys thinking about leaving the island even though I just said that
Do
too?
you have a minute?
Well, talking reminding me, what happened to Fujihiko? Fujihiko? You see, I don't really know.
I won't be fooled.
Miss Sonia, can't you see it's a waste of time asking her? In the end, she's just Monokuma's ally.
You fiend.
You're also part of the mysterious world-end organization, aren't you?
Hey!
That's the organization that brought us to this island, right? That's it. That's them, right? Please tell me. Since you're the one who brought us to this island, just that's gotta be it. Hey, I don't know if you're a rabbit or a pig, but just what are you planning? This is a great opportunity. It's time to finally field us in. Dilemma, but that's the one thing I can't say.
Bye-bye!
Truly, this is the tragedy of middle management.
Hold on a sec!
She ran away again. She's always like this when things get inconvenient for her.
well,
Well. Who cares about Monami? More importantly, she mentioned the new island. What should we do?
However,
I do not think we should be exploring where Fujihiko is in danger.
hey,
But we must move forward, no matter how despair stands in our way. That's what hope should be. What hope? You always say that just before you lead us into a trap.
There's something wrong with you.
You're surprised. You're seriously just as annoying as Monokuma. I'll take that as a compliment.
Hey.
I'm not so worried about Fuyuhiko, but it is really okay if we just stay here and do nothing. Isn't it better if we do what we can do? What we can do, huh? She's right, let's try to find a way off this island before he comes back.
You are right.
You're right, Fuyuhiko will not recover any faster if we stand around and do nothing. I agree with Miss Sonia.
Alright!
Then it's decided. Let's explore and search for a new hope.
Wait!
So, wouldn't it be faster to just beat up the rest of the Mono Beasts and search all the islands in one go?
Leave it to me!
If that strange looking rabbit can defeat one, it should be easy for us to.
Hold on!
Hey, don't think about doing something reckless. Anyway, let's begin. Let's open the way to hope. To a hope-filled future of our very own hands. After all that, I feel like we're doing exactly what Nagito wants us to do. In order to prepare for exploring the new island, we left the restaurant. Why? Okay, now I'm looking up. I was searching this place. I believe Velcro wheels while we work together. The killing just won't end. Why? It's this way. I'm thinking that, like, let's look at, like, I'm just testing how long it would take me to actually run all the way here. I'm very sure that was like 15 seconds. Come on, okay, nice. I was like 12 seconds of just running. And this is just like 5 seconds if I just carried on running. My enemy was right, the Mono Beast that was blocking the bridge is gone. But if we cross the bridge, we should reach the next island. With a feeling of hope in my heart that overshadows any lingering fear or nervousness I felt. I crossed the bridge that led to the new island. Why is it everything got like
This is the third island. The ambiance is completely different compared to the previous islands.
Yeah, this one looks like people would have lived here. The residents and ruins all over it. All the shambles, it barely feels like a resort. Wait, those supposed to be ruins? They don't look like ruins though. And not just that, there's definitely no sign of any people here either. Why those things in the background look a bit shiny and like digital, in my opinion? It feels a little dangerous tonight. Might be better to proceed cautiously. But those things look like they were computer generated. Hospital. Music menu. City Typhoon. Really? Hotel. Electric Avenue. Theatre. The Wizard of Bonamy. Wild Gunner Monokuma. Wild Gunman Monokuma. Yeah, I like Wild Gunner Monokuma. Electric Avenue. I'm just save here. Okay, that's all I'm going to do this episode. Goodbye, everyone, and hopefully I will decide to do another episode if I don't, if my voice box doesn't feel like dying.